Hello there, and thanks for joining us again on Pipe Band TV. This evening we've come to visit Boghall and Bathgate, not to film a practice, but to hear an exciting new announcement that they have to make. So we'll go inside, we'll join Ross Walker and see what he's got to say. So as I said, we're joined now by Ross Walker, Pipe Major of Boghall and Bathgate, and Brian Gilda. And first of all, Ross, after a very successful 2013, you must have done quite a lot of work over the winter.
Yes, you can say that again. I mean, you need to take some time off because the competition year is really intense these days. It increases intensity every year. But we really hit the ground running in the second week of January, and we've been going pretty much full guns since then. So it's been a lot of hard work, but it seems to be paying dividends.
And specifically, what type of things do you work on? Because when you've got a product that's almost the full bifter, or the whole kahuna, if you like, you've got something that's really working.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there in terms of improvement?
Well, you used the word almost.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Right.
And you need to be realistic enough to look at the band, almost look at yourself in the mirror and say what bits aren't good enough, and that's exactly what you work on. Exactly what those bits were. There were a few shortcomings, but they're in there and in the practice hall. I'll keep them there.
Brilliant. I'm sure we'll be looking forward to hearing you when you debut on home ground, as I suppose it is, at the first major at Bathgate in a couple of weeks' time. Now, we're delighted you've had us back today because you do have a bit of an announcement to make, and Brian Gilda from People's Ford is here. Delighted you've joined us, Brian. So what is it you have to announce?
Well, essentially it's a partnership between Boghall and Bathgate and the People's Ford organisation. It's a relationship that's gone back nigh on 30 years since we played at the opening of the first People's Ford garage in Bathgate.
Right.
And Brian's organisation has agreed to support us for the next 2 years and hopefully rolling on for us for that.
That's fantastic news. Now, Brian, Ross has touched on it, you've had quite an involvement with the band. I gather you were responsible for the famous People's Champion banner that appeared a few seasons ago, would that be right?
Yes, indeed. I'm not entirely sure what's happened. Is it still about the
I'm not sure.
It might be in a museum like the David Moyes one, eh? What I would like to ask you specifically, Brian, you've got a very successful local business in the area, and there are so many different causes that you could invest in that are attractive and demands on your investment. What is it specifically about the pipe band or Boghall and Bathgate specifically that attracts you?
No, it's a sensible question. Yeah, I've got 7 dealerships, 3 up here and 4 in the northwest of England, and you're right. We get something coming across the desk probably once a week. All of them sensible and all well-meaning. But you can't do everything. It's just not possible. So you've got to pare it back to those things that you think are going to be helpful, or whether it's my time or it's financial. Ross has already said my relationship with the band goes back to 1984, so I have an emotional pull towards them apart from anything else. And so now's the opportunity. I'm sure he and the rest of the band want to make it the top. If I can help, then I'm delighted so to do.
That's brilliant. From what I've been told, a lot of this money will go to help secure the teaching base here. Is that something that you're quite interested in helping out with?
You couldn't ask for a better reason, because West Lothian helped me. I started my business in 1983 in Bathgate, and so thanks to the population here, I've got a lot of friends, a lot of people, a lot of customers, and if I was thinking about something I'd want to do in the community, then this feeds that application, because a community band with great history and great credentials.
Absolutely, there's certainly a lot of history there. And looking forward to 2014, you'll be wanting to make some more history and get that elusive world title, I would think. Is that the main priority?
Yes. Really, you just want to win as many competitions as possible. Obviously, we have a bit of a history with the World Pipe Band Championship, given that we've never actually won it. So that's obviously every year you look to see if we can see if you can put that ghost to rest. I think it's fair to say we're stronger than we've ever been. We're playing better than we ever have. So we're giving ourselves the best chance that we've had.
Well, best of luck for the season, and we'll look forward to hearing you at Bathgate in a couple of weeks' time.
Good stuff.
Brian and Ross, thank you very much.
Thanks,